Hi, this is Lord Ryan Savage. You may also know me as Captain Savage. Today we're going to be making a portable target stand that is based off the one found on the Tomahawk Guys website. This one, however, has been modified to be taller. Now, I've made this several times for other people, but I still need to thank Rolf Smithbeard for actually figuring out the math to make it taller. The cut list for this project is pretty simple. You need two 54-inch 2x4s. These will be your outside legs on your portable stand. You'll need two of your 2x4s cut into 60-inch lengths. These will serve as your inside legs. With your scraps, you'll be able to make two 12-inch pieces, serve as your shelf to put your target on. You also have enough left over to cut two 6-inch pieces. These will serve as the pieces that connect your two sides and will house the door hinge. Alright, now that you have all your pieces cut, what we want to do is take your 6-inch piece and attach it to your 60-inch piece, which is going to serve as your inside leg. I've gone ahead and done that here. Go ahead and pre-drill your holes to help prevent your wood from cracking. I went ahead and clamped mine in place in order to keep it from moving around. You want to put this at whichever end you decide is the top. Now what's going to happen, flip this over, and we're going to take your 54-inch piece, and we're going to get that lined up to make a hole for that bolt that's going to go through here. The actual hole itself is going to be 12 inches down from the top. The top of this leg needs to be 10 inches from the top of this 60-inch piece. So I'm going to go ahead and get that set up. I marked 10 inches from the top of my leg here. I lined up my outside leg with that, went 2 more inches down, and then I found the center and marked it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our 5/16 bit, and we're going to drill through this and make a hole all the way through. One thing to note, don't drill through your table. I've gone ahead and moved my project to the end of my workspace, and I've gone ahead and clamped it to the table in order to keep it from moving around on me. So I've got my holes drilled. What I ended up doing was, once I got through the top board and it indented the bottom board, I just removed the top board and finished drilling through it. One other thing to consider when you're doing this, after you've got your hole drilled, you'll want to actually move your drill bit around inside of both holes in order to give your bolt room to go through. I also like to idiot-proof stuff for myself, so if you can see, I've got the boards laid out on the table, and I've got them facing each other like I'm going to put them together. I'm going to draw an arrow on which side they're going to be facing, so that when I put the arms on for the shelf, I got them going the right way. Alright, so now you're going to mark the spot for your 12-inch piece of wood, which is going to be the arm that holds your target up. You're going to want to mark it 18 inches from the top, and that's where the top of this is going to go, and you want to do that for both sides. Alright, so I've got my 18 inches marked. I came down the side, both sides, and then connected them across the inside leg here. I've made sure that the back of my 12-inch 2x4 is lined up with the actual leg. I went ahead and clamped it. I'm actually going to put 3 screws in this, 2 back here and then 1 up front. I'm going to go ahead and get the holes pre-drilled to try to prevent from cracking this. Alright, so now I've got my shelves attached. We're very close to being done. There is one more cut we need to make on the outside leg, and it's going to go back to stabilize your stand. So what's going to happen is, if we don't cut this piece off on this corner, it's going to hit your target. So what I've done, in order to see how I need to cut it, I just went ahead and fit the bolts on here so I can see where this is going to hit. And what I'm going to do is look and see where I need to cut that off. Just make a line. This part doesn't need to be very precise. I'm going to go ahead and do that to both of my outside legs. Alright, so now that we've got our roughly 45 degree angles cut off of our outside legs, we're going to go ahead and put our hinge on. So while you've still got these just by themselves, go ahead and start measuring for your hinge. What I usually do is I'll get it up, dry fit it, and then mark my holes, get them pre-drilled, and then go ahead and screw them on. I find putting this on is a whole lot easier before you put your other legs on. So I'm going to go ahead and get this marked. We're going to get it drilled, and then we're going to get that screwed on, and then we'll start putting our bolts in. Okay, so now we've got our hinge on. I've tested it and made sure that it's working properly. You want to make sure that you've got, a space in there for your actual hinge to operate. And I don't know if it matters which direction it's going, but the first one we built had it going up, so I just keep building them that way. Next we're going to do is put on our legs. So I've got my bolts. Got my bolts out and my washers, and we're going to go ahead and start that. I'm going to go ahead and clear this table off to give myself some workspace to make this a little easier. Alright, so I've cleared my workspace. You'll notice I've got this laying down on the table, and I went ahead and idiot-proofed this for myself again, and I made sure that the leg on the outside had the cut on the correct side, so that I didn't put these on backwards. So now that this is laying down, basically we're just going to put our washer on our bolt. We want to take our bolt from the inside. We want to thread it through. Once we get it all the way through, we want to take our other washer, put that on there, get our wing nut on there. We're going to tighten that down. We now have a working target stand. Some tips about setting it up. Hopefully you're not on concrete. Whenever you put it up on the ground, one of the things I like to do is kick this back leg in to try to make sure it's nice and stable. If you're throwing at it, it's not going to fall over. Now that you have your stand, it'll hold log rounds. But that's not all. It'll also hold in-grain targets. Well, that's still not all. It'll hold side grain targets too. This bad boy can hold so many targets. Now that you've got a working target stand, we can start getting some targets. In my next video, we're going to be building this style of target. One thing I might add is I found that with the 12-inch arms in this target, the arms do tend to get in the way. So you may want to modify these to be slightly shorter. I have thought about making them 8 inches for this style of target instead of the 12. Otherwise, just throw around them. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did making it. And hopefully you're not doing it in the Ansteorran heat. Guys, stay hydrated.